For step one, you are going to cut out. For step one, you're going to use your black construction paper to make the frame for your stained glass. There's a couple different ways to do this. You can cut straight strips. So you can see here I have 4 strips. I can make those into a rectangle for my frame. If you want to do something simple like that, that would look great. You could cut a few more strips and lay them across the middle if you wanted to make some sort of pattern like that. They could go this way, they could go diagonal. It's whatever you'd like to do. Another method is to take your whole piece of black construction paper and we're going to fold it in half and then cut a shape out of the middle. That way when you unfold it, you'll have one big window in the middle. Now, if you decide to use this method, I would suggest first cutting off some of the top and some of the side just to make your rectangle a little bit smaller. We want this frame to fit onto our contact paper. So your frame needs to be a little bit smaller than your contact paper, okay? So if you want to do this folding method, that's great, but just make sure that your starting rectangle is just a little bit smaller than this piece of contact paper. So again, to do this method, you'll just take your whole piece of construction paper, fold it in half, and then cut a shape starting at the fold. So you can see the shape I cut here. I went straight across the bottom and then kind of straight up and then did sort of a curve up to a point in the middle. So it looks like that. And when you open it, looks like that. So if that's a shape you like, you can try to copy mine. I'll show you again. Fold it, and starting at the fold, straight, and then straight up and start to curve back to the fold edge. Okay? And when you open it up, you get this kind of shape. Pretty neat shape. It's this shape up here, this kind of bulb shape is pretty common in Islamic art. You probably saw that in some of the pictures of some of the buildings. They have this sort of dome shape on the top. So pretty cool shape. Again, if you would like to cut some other strips or other shapes, we could add them into the middle here. Totally up to you. Be creative. We could do something like that. So you can see here I've got my design going. I think I'm going to use this dome shape, and then I'm using these strips that I cut off the edges of my rectangle to add some details inside the window. I'm liking it so far. I'm thinking about maybe using this scrap to do something. Maybe I'll cut off this bulb shape here and use a bit of it. That be part of my window somewhere. Maybe something like that. It's kind of cool. I have all of this leftover black paper to play with. So take your time designing your frame. Add some strips. Remember, we're just arranging on the table. We're not gluing or sticking anything down yet. So you can take your time and experiment and make some different shapes. before you commit to the frame you're going to use. Once you think you've settled on a design that you feel like you like, you can trim off these pieces that go past the edge of your frame and then scroll down and get ready for step 2.